Good morning, my viewers, wherever you are watching me all over the world. Once again, this is Greenwood Properties and Shelter Limited. We are promoting interlock building technology in Nigeria and in other parts of Africa, wherever you are watching us. This morning, we want to talk about the advantages of interlock houses over cement houses. And I have about 14 points with me. I want to talk about the advantages because we are promoting this technology and we want every Nigerian to begin to build with this technology because it's the way to go. That is the future of building in the world, all over the world. But this technology is not being embraced. It's not being used in Nigeria. That is why we are promoting it as a company. So there are about 14 major advantages and reasons why average Nigerians should begin to build with interlock. These blocks you are seeing on this table are interlock blocks. These are examples of interlock blocks produced from laterite and little cement and compressed with a machine. Number one, interlock house or building is the solution to affordable housing problem in Nigeria and all over the world. If the government wants to speed up the rate at which an average Nigerian can build their houses, interlock technology is the way to go. So it can solve the over 30 million housing deficit we have in Nigeria. Number two is healthy. It's healthy. It doesn't produce heat. When you build your house with interlock, the house remains chilled and cold throughout the year, whether hot or dry season. So all this heat we have been experiencing in Nigeria during the heat season will be over if we embrace interlock building technology. Number three is eco-friendly. It's eco-friendly because the materials are from laterites and you are not using cement to join the blocks. As a result of that, the material you are using are eco-friendly material and which at the end of the day will be healthy to the people that are living there. Another advantage, number four, is that it's detachable and reusable. For instance, now as you are going to build, this block will be locked with one another. You can see this protruding end will be joined with this end that is, you see it, the way we join it. If you want to detach it after building, it's just a matter of removing this and then your blocks will remain intact. Nothing spoils because you are not using cement to join them. So this is one other advantage. You can detach it, you can reuse it. If you have built your house and you have lived in the house for so many years, you want to relocate or you want to sell off your land, or it's always very easy. It's always easier to sell land than to sell a house sometimes. So somebody can detach the blocks and you will not lose much block. The only blocks you are going to lose is the one that you use to join the foundation that use cement. Apart from that, every other block, about 90-something% of the block can be detached and you can still reuse them, unlike cement blocks. Because if you have joined cement blocks with cement and you use it to build a house, if you want to detach it, you end up destroying about 80% of the blocks. The case is different with interlock blocks. Number five, using interlock to build is makes the house beautiful. Because by the time you set the block, you discover that it's coming with a pattern. It's coming with a kind of design. You see lines here and there. It makes the house very, very beautiful. In fact, more beautiful than the normal cement block. So that is another advantage. Another advantage is that number six is stronger and durable. If you build with this interlock block, you don't need to continue to renovate your house. Before you can renovate the house, it can take even up to 50 to 100 years. It may not even be in your generation you renovate that house. Unlike cement blocks, if you build house with cement blocks, within a space of 30 years, you see the house already degrading, and at the end of the day, you now have to go and begin to renovate it and waste money. This is not the case with interlock blocks because They are very, very strong. They don't have hole inside. They are very strong and they are durable. Number 6 is sustainable, because the material used in building this is gotten everywhere. Laterite is everywhere. It's common in Africa, in Nigeria. You can get it. Even in most cases, we use the laterite. We dig the laterite from the site where we build. So it's very, very common. You don't need to waste money much on cement, which is a product of chemical combination, and it's always very, very expensive. So this one is sustainable. It's sustainable. It's stronger and durable, and it's also sustainable because of the availability of the raw materials. It makes building easy for Nigerians. So that's another advantage of interlock building or technology. Another one is number 8. It's easier to construct than the normal block build. Anybody can lay this one. Even a layman can do it. It requires just about 2 or 3 hour training. It's just a matter of laying the foundation, and after laying the foundation, you start locking the blocks. The only area that is a bit technical is when we get to the lintel level. You want to do the lintel, the roofing level. But the area of building with the blocks, anybody can do that. So it's easier to train people to build this, unlike when you want to be a mason to build with cement blocks. It will take you months or even years of training. This is not the case with interlock technology. Number 9 is an easy technology. It can be transferred to people with ease. You can teach people and transfer it. Number 10, when you build a house with interlock blocks, the house becomes a natural smart house. What do I mean by this? That house begins to regulate itself naturally without any mechanical means. What that means is that when the environment is hot, the inside of the house will be chilled, cold. When the environment is cold, the inside will be warm. So that is a natural smart house. Everybody is talking about smart houses today. But most smart houses that they build today, they use electronic means and mechanical means to regulate the atmosphere. This is not the case with interlock technology or interlock block. So when you build with interlock blocks, your house becomes a natural smart house. You save energy. Number 11, building with interlock blocks makes your building or your house cost effective and cheaper, because the cost of labor will be reduced, the cost of material will be reduced, you will need little or no cement. So at the end of the day, you are saving about 40% of what you will have used to build the normal cement block. So that is another advantage of interlock building. Number 12, interlock building technology and houses are disaster proof. This block does not have hole and is strong. So it's bulletproof, it's fireproof, and at the same time, this type of building does not degrade on time. So it's even earthquake proof. When there's earthquake, when you build with interlock block, because the blocks are locked, the house doesn't collapse. The earthquake only shakes the house, and after the earthquake, the house comes back to normal. But unlike building with cement blocks, you build with cement blocks, the mortar joint, where one block joins the other. Once there's earthquake, those mortar joint breaks, and once they break, the blocks are disintegrated, and then the house comes down. So that is another disadvantage of cement block. But when you build with this one, in fact, in earthquake-prone parts of the world, people use interlock to build because it has been discovered that it's earthquake-proof. Another one is the thermal comfort. I've said something about this. The thermal comfort. When you build with interlock, it regulates the atmosphere. If you build with interlock, it regulates your atmosphere, the environment, the air, the temperature. So that is why even the humidity, the airflow. So that is why building with interlock is very, very good. So that's another advantage. And the last but not the least is that when you build with interlock blocks, when you build your house with interlock blocks, your house, you reduce a lot of money, you save a lot of money for energy. It's energy efficient. What do I mean? When you build with interlock, you don't need AC in your house. You may not even need fan in your house, except you just feel like having it, maybe as a status symbol, because your house becomes cold both in summer, in winter, in the dry and rainy season. Whatever season you have, your house becomes energy, and it reduces a lot of money. All the money we'll have used to buy those devices to regulate your environment, the air, the atmosphere, the temperature, you know, interlock blocks and house will have reduced that. So you are not buying those gadgets, you are not servicing them, and you are not paying for the energy you use to power them. So that is why building house with interlock blocks makes your house energy efficient. It reduces the energy, particularly the mechanical energy that you need to use to power that house. So these are the reasons why we are advocating that people should start building with interlock blocks. And I believe that with these advantages mentioned, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people watching us will be convinced that building with interlock is the way to go. I want to see many Nigerians embracing this technology. Thank you very much.